Welcome, welcome. So I'm actually already in a very high energy. We've just had some rescue horses arrive yesterday and then a couple of mares today that are actually in foal. And I'm super elated. So I'm going to use that energy and contain it a little bit so that we can just play in our own fields today. So wherever you are is the perfect space and place to be. Welcome, welcome, welcome to chair yoga. Please take your seat, find yourself comfortable upon it, and just lift up a little bit and then sit down. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So we're just lifting up, but we're not standing up. We're just lifting up a little bit and then landing down. 1 more time, lift up and then land back down into your chair. It's that kind of feeling of coming into this now. Gentle tap onto the chest, just soft and gentle. If you don't like a patch like that, you might just want to just sort of gently with your fingers just into the heart area. Both of them feels nice. They feel different for different reasons. Okay. So an invitation, please, to just 1 moment here. Just acknowledge exactly where you're at. Here I am. I am here. Here I am. I am here. Here I am. I am here. We're going to do a nice stretch breath. So inhale and stretch however it feels good for you. So inhaling, everyone knows how they stretch. Sometimes you sort of pull one side of the body, maybe the other side a little bit, never too much, just thinking like a cat a little bit. And then letting your arms just slowly come down. All right, stretching maybe into the legs or into the hip area, or just sort of feeling into, just stretching like a cat. I love watching cats get up. They always do this sort of awesome stretch when they've awokened by a choice and they've decided to move forward. And again, just gently tapping into your chest area. Why is this relevant? Well, it helps us become really bodily aware of our system, aware of us, where we are now, lets our brain go and brings us into our body. We want to use the brain, not the brain just runs us. There we go, softening down. And this time we're going to inhale up, opening up the front of the body. So if it feels good to raise your arms, please do. Inhaling. At the top there, we're going to hold for just a moment and then exhale. Down we come. If you like to swing your arms, please feel free to do so. I'm going to do 2 more of those. Inhale up. Nice little stretch at the front. Beautiful. And exhale down. Lovely. Just swing your arms. My feet are going hello. So just feeling into your feet or into your legs, sort of give them an awareness rub. And 1 more. Inhale up. Beautiful. You'll feel the opening of the chest here. Maybe raising your eyes to the sky and exhale. Lovely. So we've opened up this part of our body. Let's also recognize the lower back area. So we're going to inhale from here. We're going to exhale and we're going to come forward, gently resting on our knees. And purposely what we're wanting to do is allow this part to have some space for a moment, fully supported. We're going to inhale here and imagine that your ears are reaching out and forward. And then exhale, focusing on your lower base of your spine. So inhale again and just imagining that you can reach your spine long. It's only imaginary, there's hardly any movement. Exhale, soften into that back area. You might feel a little bit of tension just melting away there. 1 more time. Nice breath. Pause for a moment and then exhale. Beautiful. Taking your time to just come up to a seated position. I'm going to turn around.
our seated position. Now, just notice your spine and the length of it. So imagine you can just bring it a little longer. Might be like lifting up from the crown, tucking in your chin a little bit, opening up your chest, taking and making some space down in this lower back area. Yeah, beautiful. Let's work on the hips a little bit. So we're going to tuck the tailbone in and we're going to set the tailbone out. Now, what does this look like? When a dog tucks its tail in, you can just imagine a dog tucks its tail in. And then when a dog's wagging its tail, the tail's up and out. Good example of what's happening here with our lower base of our spine. We're tucking it in. And then we're turning it out a little bit. So the whole hip area here is shifting. I'm going to combine it with breath in a minute. So just slowly tucking it in. And then out. Again, we're going to pause. Let your body have a think and a feel through that. In the meantime, we're simply going to raise our hands up to behind our neck and just do a little self-massage. Just a little self-massage into there while our lower base of our spine has a think about that. If you can, there's a rounded point here. It's a nerve ganglia. It's just this whole area of nerves. So just gently massage into that one, circles and just an awareness. I'm moving a lot today. I'm pretty excited. All right. And release. Now we're going to do the lower back again, but with some breath. We're going to have the tail up, inhale. And we're going to exhale, and the tail tucks in and under. And the rest of the spine doesn't necessarily collapse. It just creates a rounding effect. We're inhaling, lifting up, and exhaling down. One more time in your own time with your breath, inhaling, filling up like a balloon, and exhaling, tail tucks under. And then inhaling again, taking a stillness, elongating your spine, imagining that your shoulders can move away from your ears a little bit. Beautiful, little tapping into the chest area. Maybe naturally a breath will come just through doing this. Out, a little bit further out here. However your tapping works, might be a little drumming. If you want to have a firmer touch, do so, a little bit of cupping there. Just a gentle awareness into this area here. And then down around, so it's tickling without tickling, around the rib area. We're wanting to bring awareness to your ribs. Can you? Maybe you can't. Reach a little bit to the ribs behind, so you're just sort of gently manipulating them. This is very soft, very tickly, would be if someone was doing it to you. But this is just around your ribs, bringing awareness to this whole structure here. Okay, lovely shift and change. Pause, hands down. Just count to 3 inside of your head. Beautiful. We are going to open our arms. So hands up, inhaling open. And then exhaling close. Beautiful. And again, inhale open. You might notice, because we've just been touching here, that this part sort of opens when you've got your elbows tucked in a little bit. And exhale close. So this is a soft movement. Inhale open. Imagine that you can really let this area open. And if you do, you'll feel a real melting. Exhale. And softening. Placing now your hands down upon your legs. and just feel into the idea of softening. So on your exhalation, you're going to soften. Just soften. You've touched hard butter. Gets a bit hard in the winter if you keep it out. In the summer, if you keep it out, it can get very, very soft. So that's that concept of the softness in your body. Just feel into the softness. Beautiful. Feel into around your belly here just for a moment. Just hands just gently navigating your belly. Breathing, let the breath of life breathe you. There's no specific place for the breath to go. Just let the breath do what it wants to do. Beautiful. And when you're ready, hands onto your legs. And we're just going to give our legs a little bit of a massage. So while the upper body stays nice and still for a moment, we're just going to give ourselves a touch of a massage, little horse bites around the legs. Always feels different when you do it to yourself, doesn't it? A little bit of a squeezing through the thighs into the hip area here. There's a lot of muscle and fascia and of course your big bones here. So just feeling in softly underneath, softly on the inside. The top and sides can have a little bit of a squeeze. Beautiful. And now we're going to use our palms and we're going to just run them up and down the outside of the thighs. It's okay to feel what you feel because it's just energy moving in your body. When you're ready, we're going to still ourselves. Just be really still and centered for a moment. Beautiful. Now we're going to move our knees one side to the other side. Now there's a lot going on here. If your feet are on the ground, they'll be able to help and propel you. If not, you might need to move your knees from one side to the other. If both at the same time is uncomfortable for you, please just do one at a time. That's okay too. Because we're also working into the hip area and there's a little bit, because we're sitting, there is a little bit of resistance. So we want to do what's right for our knees, our hips, our ankles, our feet. So that's you individually. Okay. Pause for a moment. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to bring them in and then gently open up. Now remember, this is an opposite feeling. So we're just going to take it slowly. I'm going to bring them in again and take them out. Gently come in and gently out. So I'm definitely moving my knees with my hands. I'm using an effort with my hands. My knees aren't fighting it, but it's definitely my hands that are moving my knees here. You can do whatever pace works for you. Maybe you've had enough already and you'll just stop and sit and listen and look into your body. And when we come to a centered point now, let's do exactly this. Let's listen inwardly. Let's observe inwardly. Let's feel inwardly. So this body that you walk around in every day, that you feel good in, that you feel grumpy in, that sometimes is talking to you about pain, that you sometimes completely ignore, that when you're sleeping deeply, you're unaware of, when you're asking it to do things, moving, cooking, cleaning, teaching, communicating. This is the body you're moving around in, your body. So just acknowledging it right now, listening in, thanking it for being here, starting off with the very bottom of your legs, right down maybe to your toes, maybe to your heels, maybe to your ankle, maybe to your shins, your calves, your knees, wherever you gain awareness to, all up to your legs, up to up to your hips here, up through your torso, out to your arms. Beautiful. Up to your shoulders, your neck, your head, and just thanking and being in gratitude. So we're just going to do a little finishing. It's about a minute, so stick with me. We're just going to inhale for 4 counts, and it goes like this. So there are 4 little sips of the breath. So it goes, and then we exhale in 1 breath. So there's 4 little sips. Inhale. You can go as high as you want, and then exhale in 1 breath. So it's sip for 1, sip for 2, sip for 3, sip for 4, and then down. Again. And then down. Now I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, because it's not about getting it right now. It's just about being with it. Inhale. And exhale. If you've had enough of moving your arms, then just breathe in for those 4 sips. And down. And 1 more set. 4 sips. And down. Pause, placing your hands on top of your legs so that you can feel your palms are face down. Just feel the whole of your body. And then inside and outside of you. So just feeling the sense of you. The essence of you. The right here, right now of you. And I invite you to take you wherever you choose to after this practice and enjoy being you. Enjoy moving through all the different emotions that we have and knowing that you are looking after your body. Thank you. Ka kite, and we will see you next practice. Much, much love to you.